All right, can't fake the tape. We back. We live
back.
here on location.
What's good? What's good?
What's good, man? We gonna hop right into it for you guys.
Let's get it.
So, referee Eric Lewis is in hot water.
A lot of hot water.
A lot of hot water.
Yeah.
So basically, with him, is he had a burner account on Twitter, and he was sitting here defending his actions. He was defending the referee Eric Lewis, but he had a burner account, so it was basically under someone else's name.
Mm-hmm.
On the Twitter, he was basically defending everyone, saying he was a cheating ref.
Mm-hmm.
He was basically going for the Celtics.
Yeah.
He was making all these calls that changed the game.
Mm-hmm.
And he sat there and defended it. And then it came out that he's behind the account. The account only follows a certain amount of people on Twitter, like 5 people.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is George Mason women's basketball team, which is
his wife.
His wife actually coaches that. He's the head coach of that team. So he's under a lot of hot water.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on referees with burner accounts? And what are your thoughts on that situation, basically?
Yeah, for everybody who doesn't know what a burner account is, basically like a fake account professionals use just to express their opinions and feelings. Somebody famous that we know that has a burner account is Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant.
He's been notorious for having a burner account.
He admits it and everything like that. And,
So first thing, refs to me have one of the most toughest jobs on earth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The constant backlash. You literally have to be perfect. And you're human with sometimes good calls and bad calls and stuff. But I just want to make this adamant, say this is very important. When you're working for corporations, there's no such thing as freedom of speech.
Correct.
Once you sign that contract, you have to play by their rules. And once again, this is not a good look because about 10 years ago, another famous NBA ref actually went to jail, Tim Donaghy, for actually rigging a lot of games, with the spreads and stuff like that. So, once again, even for professional athletes and regular people, when you work for certain companies, bro, you could take out your First and Second Amendment rights. When you sign that contract, you are actually working for them. But he has a tough job, but I also know he wants to express himself and stuff like that because the constant criticism on Twitter and just social media in general, man. How you feel about it?
I'm gonna take it from where you just left off. That was a great point. So basically, the criticism gets to everyone. I understand it. We're all human. Yeah, people are in spotlights. Celebrities are celebrities, but at the end of the day, you're human. So people don't like to be attacked, even though they may seem like they're immune to it. They have feelings and emotions.
Yeah.
Emotional damage.
I understand that. In Eric Lewis's case, he's completely wrong. You didn't say he was right. I'm just saying he's wrong. This is one thing about referees. They influence the game so much. A good call, a bad call, it can sway the game either way.
It's crazy,
so
man.
That's the effect of someone like that. He's online defending his actions and he's wrong. That's one. 2, he's a Celtics fan. A known Celtics fan.
But now let me ask you this. Should refs be public about their team interests?
Yes, I think they should.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna get to that.
Okay, yeah.
Because he's a known Celtics fan.
Yeah.
The problem is not the problem that he's a Celtics fan. He's a huge Celtics fan. That's not the problem.
Spit it out.
The problem is he's repping Celtics games as a huge Celtics fan.
So I have a thing. Oh, do you? Maybe you have this thing. So if you're so I'm a Lakers fan, right? And so if I'm a ref and stuff,
you should not be able to ref Laker games. Should not be able to ref Laker games. Nothing in the West Coast. I feel.
Okay.
I feel he should only ref East Coast games.
Yeah. Fact. I agree. That's a good point.
Eastern Conference game.
Yep.
He's a Celtics fan. I feel like the NBA as an organization should do it. I'm not saying they don't, but they should do a better job of seeing who these referees are, who they root for. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people get into refereeing because they couldn't play. A lot of coaches get into the sport as a coach because they're not a good enough basketball player. But they know the sport in and out. The same thing with referees. A lot of them know the sports in and out, and they want to be around the athletes, around all of them, and they're just super duper crazy fans. You know what I mean? We don't look at referees as human. We don't look at them as fans, but they're fans of the game. So I feel like the NBA and the interviewing process, they should have said, all right, we know you like the NBA. Who you're a fan of? I'm a fan of the Celtics. Okay. Have you been to Celtics games? Do you do this? Who do you like? So you get a feel of it. Okay. Do you feel comfortable being non-biased refereeing Celtics games? Yes or no? Oh, yes? Okay, cool. No? Cool. All right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to have you only do Laker games or these type of games. So it's not a conflict of interest. Because it is a conflict of interest. Even if he didn't bet on the game, he didn't bet on it, he's a diehard fan. I'm gonna put the clip in here. When I don't know if you remember when Jimmy Butler went for a layup, it was an and-one layup. He was reffing the game. He was like, he turned his head as a fan.
He was reffing that game.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna throw it back to you. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, whoa, pause.
Maybe Dad thought when you were calling Rick my special friend, you meant a pen pal or something.
Hey,
hey, yo,
flag.
So basically, what I'm saying is they have to do a better job of filling these guys out and seeing what they like, who they don't like.
I beg your pardon.
Things like that, because their influence of the game and his record. When he wrestled Celtics games, I think he's like 34. The Celtics are like 34-2.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Something crazy like that. So they have to do a better job of scouting these referees, and not saying they can't do their job. They just can't ref any games that can affect the Celtics or their personal favorite team.
Listen, I don't want to. First of all, I don't want to see anybody, lose their job or whatever.
Correct.
But you did, lose their job. But when you sign that contract and the bylaws, what you can't do and what you cannot do, man. But it's just like, especially with the facial, because even I be trying to rep the little kids games at our school, you be getting caught up in the game and stuff like that. So wow, for him to show his emotions, when you show that clip, that's not a good look for him at all.
And then it's like, all right, people may look at it like, oh, it may not be that deep. He's just he's a fan of the Celtics. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you why, because it may not mean much to him, but it mean a lot to the people that goes to those games with the Celtics team. I remember when I was playing intramurals, and I'm gonna sum this up real quick.
Yeah.
I was playing intramurals basketball, which is like a league within the school, and we was an all-star game. I made the all-star game, so I made the all-star game. We were playing against basically the alumni from Willie P. They were on the other intramural team, so do 2 different conferences. We played each other. We were winning, and then the head coach from the Willie P. team started refereeing the game, and he started cheating for his team. And we ended up losing. We were beating them. I guess he thought we weren't going to beat them. We were actually beating them. He started cheating for them. So, long story short, it really bothered me. It meant nothing to them, or nothing to the ref, because they don't care. But I'm like, yo, it's for fun, but I don't like to be cheated. And I feel like Eric Lewis he's cheating the game and the integrity of the sport by doing that.
Exactly, man. It's just not even saying an unfortunate situation. Have that, if you want that freedom of speech, have it with your colleagues.
Correct. And it's,
you know what I mean?
And it's not realistic to say, we only going to take refs who don't have a favorite team. Everybody has a favorite team. I don't even root for a team, but I root for players, and I like certain players in the NBA. So it's okay to know that you have a known bias towards that team, or you like, oh, I like that guy, I like that. But you can't put them in situations where it's going to influence the game for negative for one team and really favorable for another team.
Do you feel like, as a ref, I feel like I could do it, bro.
You think you could ref your team?
Yeah. I thought I'd be able to ref my team because I love the game so much. Right, you know what I mean? And I don't want to be cheated when I play.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just the integrity in me and stuff like that. And, even when I watch regular basketball, I'm like, yo, that's a bad call. That's a tough call. Like, what I mean? Oh, that's a deliberate foul. So I feel like me personally, and I'm a diehard purple and gold fan, bro. I think I could be able to do it. How about you?
I think I could do it. I don't, like I said, I don't have a favorite NBA team, but I have a favorite football team, the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it this morning. I was like, I don't know if I could ref a Cowboy game non-biased towards the end.
Oh, you know okay, cool.
And I'm saying, say it's a close game, we're down by 3, and Dak is driving downfield, I may say, oh, holding, or defensive holding. You know what I mean? Like I'm saying, I'm being realistic. I don't know if I wouldn't, give Dak a little. You know what I mean? A little extra on it, you know what I mean? Yeah. So we want to know in the comments what y'all think, you know what I mean? Definitely. Would you be able to ref a game if you were a favorite team of one of these NBA teams? What are your thoughts on Eric Lewis? And do you think it was fair for him to have a burner account and the things he's selling an account? Let us know in the comments.
Let's get it.
Man, can't fake the tape.